What's going on, Genius Nation? Welcome to a brand new day, a day that you've never seen before, a day that you will never see again. As I keep telling you, each and every day is a gift for you to open up and take advantage of. Welcome to the Daily Genius. I am Dr. Will, and as always, super excited that you are here with us, whether you're watching us live or whether you're watching this on the replay. I appreciate you, whether you're on our Instagram family, whether you're on our YouTube family, or you're live inside our private Facebook group. Welcome to the Daily Genius. We've been on this road of 365 live videos. We are over 180 days consecutively that we've been showing up live to provide you with tips, tools, and strategies that will empower you to become the best version of yourself and to empower you to create the life you love. So as you rock out with us, I pray that these tips, tools, and strategies have been beneficial to you. So if you are a part of Genius Nation, then you know on Tuesdays we do a segment that I call Connecting the Dots. And I try to share with you something that has worked for me, something that has been a game changer for me in my life. And I want to share it with you in hopes that it will do the same for you as well. So today we want to talk about one of the most powerful tools that each of us have. But in using this tool, I'll tell you, if you learn how to use it, it can be life transformational. If you don't know how to use it, it could really derail you and keep you off the track of success. So today I want to talk to you about focus. I want to talk to you about focus and the power of focus and how beneficial focus will be for you in your endeavors of becoming the best version of yourself and creating a life that you love. I don't believe that you can do it without focus. And so when we talk about focus, what we're really talking about is really zeroing in, right? Zeroing in. And I love it. I love the way Stephen Covey talks about it in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He suggests that you should always start with the end in mind. So where are you trying to get to? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? So here we want to talk about becoming the best version of ourselves and creating our best life. So if that's our goal, if that's where we want to end up, then that's what we're going to be focusing on. That's what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to start with the end in mind, and then we're going to reverse engineer, right? So we already know what we want to do. So I want you to think about it like a director or a movie screenwriter. They've already written out the script, right? They've already written out the movie. They had it laid out already. They know how it's going to start. They know the action in between, and then they know how it's going to end. Once they got that, what do? They then go and find the actors that are going to play the roles. They go find the actors that's going to play the roles. So the same thing is true for you and I. Who do you want to be at the end of the day? What type of life do you want to live? Once you figure that out, now we want to reverse engineer. You know the destination. Now we got to come back to today. We know what the future looks like, but now we got to come back to today. Now you got to start asking yourself, okay, what character do you need to be? So when you think about a year from now, 2 years from now, what character? You know, they talk about the character evolve throughout the movie. So this is your life. This is your movie. So when you look 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the road, who do you want to be? How do you want to be living? So this character is going to evolve. We need to choose who you're going to be. So who do you need to be, right? Who do you need to be today so you can actualize who you want to be tomorrow? And the only way you're going to be able to do that is focus. You got to focus. And so now you got to start saying, okay, who's going to be, watch this now, and I love this terminology. Who's going to be your supporting cast? Who's going to be your supporting cast? I remember years ago when I was ready to when I was ready to change my life. Tired of partying, all that kind of stuff. I'm getting ready to go get my degree. I'm getting ready to make myself better. I had to look at the circle that I was hanging around, and I had to say, okay, we had a conversation. Hey, this is where I'm getting ready to go. Are you interested in going this way? And I had some real solid friends, real solid friends. I had buddies that we hung out all the time. Almost every day, every weekend, we was hanging out. But when I decided to pivot and make this change, I had a conversation with them. Hey man, I'm not going to be going to the club that much. I'm not going to be hanging out. Man, I'm going to be focusing on my schoolwork. I'm enrolled in college. This is what watch this. This is what I'm focusing on. This is why I'm not focusing on clubbing no more. I'm not focusing on doing that. I'm focusing on bettering myself. And I had to have this tough conversation with my then supporting cast. But what I found out was they didn't want to take the role. Just like in a movie, right? Every time a director, writer brings a script to an actor, they don't have to take the role. They can say, "No, I don't want to do it." Well, at that time, that's where my friends were. They didn't want to do it. So what did I have to do? I had to stop focusing on them, start focusing on who I wanted to be. So that meant there had to be a divide. There just had to be a divide. I didn't hate them, but I just understood I couldn't focus on what they were focusing on and also become the person and the individual that I wanted to be or create the lifestyle that I wanted to create. And so when you look at your life right now, do you have the supporting cast? When you say, I'm about to build my business, when you say, I'm about to go back to school, when you say, you know what, I'm going for this promotion, do you have people in your life that are going to support that? Do you have people in your life that's going to support that? So you need to focus right now on who do you have in your life. You need to put them under the microscope and see, are they the right people that you should have in your life? Then I had to focus on the activities that I was doing. Are these activities that are going to benefit me or hinder me? If it wasn't going to benefit me, I had to let it go. I could only focus on the activities that were going to help me become the version of the person that I wanted to be. And then the outside noise. There's always going to be people and things calling for your attention, trying to distract you. But if you ever seen a horse race, what do you notice about a horse race? On the horses, they have these blinders. They have these blinders because horses are easily distracted, just like you and I. We're easily distracted. So you got to be able to put these blinders on so you can just focus on the goal. So they'll put those blinders on the horse so the horse can only see straight. So it won't see what, even though there are horses next to them, even though they hear the noise of the other horses, even though they hear the cheering of the fans in the stand, all they can focus on, that jockey, like you, that jockey is just keeping them focused on running in that straight line. And that's what you're going to have to do if you're going to accomplish your goals. You're going to have tremendous, tremendous focus and be able to shut out everything. And one of the easiest ways to shut out everything is to minimize everything. Minimize the phone calls. Minimize the social media time, right? Minimize the hanging out. Like we get a short amount of time. We get a short window of time to accomplish. We get a short window of a time to accomplish what we want to accomplish. And so I always tell people, listen, you have time. You just don't have time to play. Like we all have time. We all get the same 24 hours a day. We all get the same 168 hours a week. We all get the same 8,760 hours a year. We all get that. One of my favorite quotes that I always say, we are all equal in time, but we're separated by how we use the time. We're separated. We're separated. And when you understand how powerful time is, like literally, you are hours away from your best life. You are hours away from your best self. Now, how many hours is that? I don't know, because I don't know where you personally are in your life. But if you just think about a person that goes to the gym, right? There are a certain amount of hours. Whether they go to the gym an hour a day or 2 hours a day, maybe they're 50 hours away from having their dream body. Maybe they're 100 hours away from having their dream body. But if you did 100 hours, if you did an hour a day over 100 days, which would be a little bit over 3 months, you're 3 months away from the body that you say you want. You're 3 months away, right? Maybe it takes 200, so maybe you're 6 months away, but you're hours away. You're hours away. You're hours away from whatever you want to accomplish. Think about it. When you go to college, you need 120 credit hours to graduate. Everything is measured in time. When we go to work, what do we say? I'm retiring in 25 years. It's going to take me 25 years to accomplish that, right? Going back to Stephen Covey, starting with the end in mind. If I want to retire from this job, I need to work here for 25 years. So I'm on a 20-year plan. So I got to stay focused. If I want to retire from this job, I can't be hopping around. I got to stay focused on this job. If I want to get promoted in this company, I can't be looking at all the other companies. I got to focus on this company, right? I want to build this relationship. I got to focus on this relationship. And all this is accomplished with focus and time. And so if you learn how to focus your time, I'm telling you, your life will change. Your life will change. Focus is that missing ingredient. That's the only difference between you and your favorite star, between you and the person you admired. They focused their time. That was it. They focused their time. And so when I decided to do that years ago, I'm going to focus on my education. And that's what I was focusing on. All right, I'm going to focus on personal development. That's what I was focusing on. All right, I'm going to focus on building my business. That's what I was focusing on. And you got to put those blinders on, quiet and silence the outside noise, and focus, guys. All right, that's what I have for you today. As I always tell you, go out there and be your brilliant, amazing, genius self. Make someone else laugh and smile as you make yourself laugh and smile. Go out there and dominate today, and I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow for the Daily Genius. All right, guys, have a great one.